Fans in Kansas City are watching Germany. This game was supposed to be theirs. You better live it up. It's a gem. Nothing like watching exes hook up on a European vacation, right?
Woo! You gotta love it, baby. You gotta love it. What a game of some football, baby.
Both teams 6-2. Miami has the momentum edge. KC dropped a giant dud last week versus Denver. Didn't score a single TD.
And it is Valdez-Scantling, ball jarred free. On the hit by Jewell, it's vacuumed in by Simmons. Was it a catch? Right now they're signaling it was and a fumble.
Maybe not having the bad romance singer in the stadium hurt them. Dolphins, on the other hand, coming off a 31-17 win over New England, fired on all cylinders for the most part.
Tagovailoa up to seam. That's where they like to go as Hill finds a little bit of daylight.
But all that seems so 1 week ago. We all know what's up this week. It's the moment Patrick sees Tyreek on the arm of another team. He'll smile, Tyreek will wave. Both will pretend it's okay.
Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it.
I'm so proud of this team, bro. We got to keep this up every week, though.
Blink got back together. Hill and Mahomes will not. It's not a charade. He's gone, and he won't come back. But he will be the focal point of KC's defense this week.
Hey, we dogs, each and every one of us. It don't matter who playing out there. Yeah. You feel me?
What should not be lost in all this game pits the league's top offense.
Tua, looking. Gets it off down the sideline. Tyreek, touchdown. What a throw. Tyreek went to the inside and blew past the safety and the cornerback.
Against one of the best defenses in the NFL this year.
Here comes Karlaftis. It's a fumble. Karlaftis was right there. Did Willie Gay get it? Yes, he did. Gay retrieves it.
Kansas City, fourth fewest yards per game allowed, second fewest points per game allowed. Their pass defense, top 10 in rate allowed, yards per attempt, yards per completion, and completion percentage.
Fires it, almost intercepted. Oh boy, that was Mike Edwards who jumped it.
Dolphins offense, number 1 in yards per game by a country mile, or should it be meters since it's in Germany? I don't know how to convert it though. Number 1 in points per game, number 1 in the red zone, top 10 on third down.
Watch Tyreek Hill. It looks like they're going to do a quick little reverse. It's a no-look shovel pass.
No, look. That was dirty.
Tua Tagovailoa, no QB has more TD passes. He's first in rate, yards per game, fourth best completion percentage, second in yards per attempt, third in yards per completion, top 5 rescuing kittens from trees, I believe.
Hey, if we had a helmetless football league, you'd be the face of it.
Hill, second in receptions, already has over 1,000 yards, that's first. Scored his 8th touchdown last week, that's first. Had his 5th 100-yard game of the year.
He's got Tyreek!
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Tyreek Hill.
I don't play that.
Their whole offense goes to that man.
The Penguin went off last week for the first time too. Jalen waddled and had 121 yards, first triple-digit game for him.
Tua fakes over the middle, wide open. Waddle's gonna waltz in.
Stopping that trio ain't gonna be easy, obviously. All 5 of KC's DBs will have to be locked in every down all game long. L'Jarius Sneed listens to a lot of Ricky Nelson. I doubt it, but he is a traveling man. He probably takes on a lot of Tyreek's routes. He's had a great 2023, holding quarterbacks to a sub-60 rating, no touchdowns allowed.
Tipped away, what a play by Sneed.
Wow, what extension there by Sneed. This secondary is outstanding, Jim.
He will need help from his safeties, though. Hill is not a one-man job, and sometimes not even a two-man job. Safety Brian Cook hasn't played the pass well, rating allowed near 100, and has allowed 3 touchdowns. His partner safety Justin Reed has, though, holding his targets to a sub-80 rating. Kansas City's secondary has played wide receivers tough overall, holding them to an 81.3 rate.
Incomplete. Reed was the one who this time got the pass defense.
But the trick is they have to be able to defend passes that come out quick. Tua, fastest on the draw. No QB is getting rid of the ball quicker. Who's going to be his Huckleberry?
Dolphins get it to Waddle. Into the flat. Waddle ducks inside the 10.
We're going to go into the weeds for a second because this game deserves it. Chiefs have held wide receivers on passes under 2.5 seconds to an 82.8 rate, 10th best.
Fake Dawson, and that is smelled out perfectly. Sniffed out that time. Connor is right there to stop him, setting up 3rd down and 2.
The 2 times Miami has lost games, Tagovailoa took 3+ sacks. It's not easy to get to him, obviously. The Chiefs' front comes in off a 6-sack performance versus Denver.
Here comes Chanel! Big time sack!
Russell Wilson holds the ball a lot longer, though. But KC's front has 3 guys with 5.5 or more sacks this season: Mike Dana, Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, their leader with 6.
And he's going to go down. He is sacked, brought down by Karlaftis.
Charles Omenihu looms as well, 1.5 bags in his 2 games. Those dudes also have to defend the run well, though. Raheem Mostert leads the league in rushing TDs with 10, averages 5.4 yards per carry.
Mostert, diving, touchdown.
Stopping running backs, still a problem for Kansas City. 4.5 a run allowed 2 backs. Only 4 teams have given up a higher figure.
Brought by Humphrey, and there goes Williams.
The expectation in this game is we're going to see a lot of fireworks, right? Kansas City's offense, 3rd in yards per game, 12th in points per game, but 4th best on 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Pressure coming. Stepping away from it. Up top. It's Kelsey.
Not on Miami's levels, but not too shabby. Miami's defense isn't on Kansas City's level. Middle of the pack in yards per game allowed, 25th in points per game allowed. Pass defense giving up a rating near 100, 26th, which is where they're ranked in completion percentage too.
4th and goal from the 3. Jones near side, it's caught. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Mahomes was sick last week, part of the reason for the dud, in theory. 2 INTs, no touchdowns. The one thing that stood out about him this year, those picks. 8 now for the season. He's on pace to throw more picks than he has ever in a season.
Holmes getting away from Benito and then just heaving it downfield, and it's intercepted.
We all know the deal, though. He's still head of the class as a QB. 5 games, he's had 270-plus yards.
And Mahomes goes for Kelsey at the 35-yard line of the Broncos. Stiff arms Justin Simmons. A 40-yard pass play.
Priority number 1 for Miami's secondary, Travis Kelce. Travis, probably listening to a little Shake It Out last week. Good Florence and the Machine song. He's averaging 7 catches a game, over 80 yards per game. He has 4 TDs.
He's got Kelce. Travis Kelce with a big-time reception.
Dolphins secondary has struggled with the tight end position. 109.3 rate allowed to the big guys. Only 3 teams have given up more yards to tight ends than they have.
What a pass! Mac Jones threading the needle to Pharaoh Brown.
Mahomes needs more than Kelce, though. Rashee Rice is second on the team in targets, seems the most likely candidate to emerge as the 3rd leg to their passing attack.
Rice gets by Singleton. Look at the speed. He explodes downfield.
Miami hasn't played wide receivers great, but they did not have Jalen Ramsey until last week. He endeared himself to fins up right away.
That pass intercepted. Jalen Ramsey. He's got his first pick in his Dolphins debut.
Dolphins pass rush also has the ability to swing things. Jalen Phillips, Christian Watson, Bradley Chubb all had sacks last week.
Mac Jones is leveled. Jalen Phillips coming with some heavy heat.
Mahomes' protection was an issue for him last week, too. Took 3 sacks, got hit 11 times.
Messy pocket. Fumble. Oh, and it looks like Denver may have gotten it.
Chiefs run game. Mahomes and Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco at 4.3 a run. Mahomes averaging close to 30 rushing yards per game still. Dolphins run defense has held things down under 4 a run in 2023. Okay, that's more than enough. You'd assume Lady Gaga would make the trek to Germany this week since it's such a big deal, but who knows? Can't wait to read all your opinions in the comment section. Panel of 10 time.
In a recent episode of the New Heights podcast, Travis Kelce, the star of the Kansas City Chiefs, passionately described the team's offensive struggles and the need for immediate improvements. It was a heartfelt account of his frustrations and expectations for the future. In the Chiefs' most recent on-field encounter, the team fell well short of expectations, delivering a performance far below what was anticipated against the Denver Broncos in Week 8. Despite reaching the red zone 3 times, the unit led by Andy Reid and Matt Nagy failed to reach the end zone on any occasion. Furthermore, 4 offensive turnovers, and 1 on special teams, dug the Chiefs into a hole from which they simply couldn't recover. It might have been the sloppiest performance from a Reid-led team with Patrick Mahomes as the quarterback, with Mahomes himself having a statistically disastrous game. Kansas City is feeling a great sense of urgency to turn things around on the offensive front, especially considering the solid performance of the defense. Kelsey referred to the Chiefs as currently playing one-sided football, where the defense has been excelling while the offense has struggled. Kelsey acknowledged the defense's maximum effort in saving the team from the consequences of offensive mistakes. He expressed his frustration, highlighting the disappointment of the team's inability to score touchdowns week after week, something that is becoming tiresome for Chiefs fans. He emphasized the quality of coach Andy Reid and quarterback Patrick Mahomes, considering them the best in their respective positions, making the underperformance unacceptable. Everyone on the team shares this sense of urgency, and Kelsey stressed the need to rectify mistakes such as running incorrect routes, missed blocks, and dropped passes before the situation gets out of control. In summary, Travis Kelce made it clear that the team is determined to overcome their offensive difficulties and restore their elite performance. Chiefs fans can expect an immediate response and a quest for a turnaround in the season.